guys, this is second video on mechanics kinematics part 2. Today we will discuss some important graphs which will be used in past paper questions in the next video. Now see that we have again motion in a straight line with constant acceleration. We have three important properties or results which will be applied in the questions. First is gradient of displacement time graph is velocity. Gradient of displacement time graph is velocity. Gradient of velocity time graph is acceleration. Area under velocity time graph is displacement. You have to learn these properties, otherwise you will be unable to tackle the past paper questions, especially involving graphs. Before discussing graphs, I want to revise the concept of gradient. You already know that gradient is ratio rise over run or change in y coordinate or change in x coordinate. Now we have a specifically application of this idea in the graphs. For that you should understand that you are not shown the whole line. This is a part of line, but for this part the gradient will be positive. These are the situations where the gradient is positive. Here the gradient is positive, the gradient is positive. So it doesn't matter whether the graph starts from origin or from some point on the right side of y-axis, means on x-axis, gradient will be positive. You can also notice that this angle is acute. This angle is acute always. And so gradient will be positive. Then we have negative gradient. Now if the graph is like this, gradient will be negative. It may start again from y-axis or it may start from somewhere else on x-axis or like this. The gradient will be negative. You can see that this angle with positive x-axis is obtuse. So whenever the angle will be obtuse, the gradient will be negative. So in between positive and negative we have zero gradient. So when graph is horizontal, means parallel to time axis or this horizontal axis, the gradient will be 0. This graph may be above x-axis, it may be below x-axis. The gradient will be 0. And lastly we have undefined gradient for a vertical line. When you have a vertical line means parallel to y-axis. So its gradient is undefined. Why? Because there is no change in x. So change in x is 0. If you take any 2 points, for example this point is 5, 1, this point is 5, 3. Now for this point the x coordinate is same 5. For this point again x coordinate is 5. For this point x coordinate is 5. Or you may take downward, x coordinate will be 5. But y coordinate is changing. So change in x. So if you find the gradient of this line, you will get y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. It is 2 over 0. So the gradient is undefined, means it is not a single defined value we cannot write it as a number, so we say that for the vertical line gradient is undefined. Let us discuss the graphs involving different situations. In first graph, see that this is displacement time graph. Graph is straight and gradient of this graph is positive. Its gradient is equal to 16/8, which is equal to 2. Now the particle is moving with constant velocity, so acceleration is 0. So gradient of this velocity time graph is 0. It means that acceleration is 0. In the second type of graph, the body is moving with constant acceleration. Here velocity is not constant. Displacement time graph is curved. Velocity at any time will be the gradient of tangent line. Now see the graph. If you draw the tangent line at this point, it will have some gradient which will be positive. If you take some other point on the curve and you draw the tangent line, its gradient will be greater than this tangent as it is more steep, or it is making a greater angle than this tangent. It means that the velocity is increasing. Velocity is given by gradient of tangent to the displacement time graph. But velocity is increasing, acceleration is constant, which means that the change in velocity is constant. So the velocity time graph will be straight because it is moving with constant acceleration, and gradient of velocity time graph is acceleration. So acceleration is constant, which is equal to the gradient of this line. So if we can find the gradient of this line, that will be the acceleration. Graph number 3. See the situation here. The body is moving with again constant acceleration, but the graph is curved and it is concave down. The velocity is decreasing, so it is already moving with some velocity at t is equal to 0. Again the velocity is given by the gradient of displacement time graph, means here by the gradient of tangent line. So at any, say at this time, the gradient of tangent will be equal to the velocity. So velocity is equal to gradient. Here what is happening? The velocity is decreasing, so the curve is coming down. But keep in mind that velocity is here positive, because from x-axis, time axis, above the time axis, the velocity is positive. But the acceleration is given by the gradient of velocity time graph. The gradient of this line will be negative. Gradient will be less than 0. So it has deceleration or retardation. Graph number 4. Here the particle is again moving with constant acceleration, but it has 3 stages of motion. In the first stage, say from 0 to time t1, it is moving with increasing speed, but with constant acceleration. So if we draw the gradient at any point, it will give the value of velocity. the graph will be straight, velocity time graph will be straight, because the gradient of velocity time graph gives the acceleration. So from 0 to t1 it has constant acceleration but speeding up. From time t1 to t2 the graph is straight, so it moves with constant velocity or zero acceleration. So from t1 to t2 the acceleration is zero, velocity is constant and is positive. From time t2 to t3 it slows down and comes to rest at t equal to 0. So gradient will be negative because it is decelerating, slowing down, so the acceleration will be negative. Now we have graph number 5. See the situation. This is the displacement time graph. At time 0 the particle is at rest. Then the graph is straight, which means it moves with constant velocity. Graph is straight, displacement time graph is straight. The gradient of this path, this graph, is velocity. So velocity is positive and constant. So the gradient of this line will be the value here. For example, if gradient is 3, so this will be 3. The velocity remains 3 from time 0 to t1. Then there is rest. The body stops. If you see the actual path, then it means that the body is moving from some fixed point. Here t is 0, v is 0. Now after time t1 it stops, so it takes turn over here, and there is rest time. Here is rest. So rest means no further displacement is covered, so the graph becomes straight, which also means that gradient is 0. The gradient 0 means velocity is here 0. But from the fixed point it has some displacement, it has moved some displacement. Now it takes turn after taking a rest of this time from t1 to t2, and graph comes down. The gradient of this line will be negative and this is positive, this will be negative. What is actually happening? The particle is taking turn and coming back towards the fixed point. So at time t3 its velocity may or may not be 0. We are supposing that its velocity is 0. So at time t3 it comes to rest. So because it is moving in the now negative direction, this is positive direction, this is negative direction. So here v is positive, the gradient is positive, and here v is negative. So the graph comes down. The value of this graph, this height, is the velocity, which is now negative. Velocity is negative below time axis. So it is moving backward. It is coming again towards the fixed point from where it started. So graph is like this. So gradient is negative, velocity is negative, velocity is positive. Acceleration is 0 because body is moving with constant velocity. See the graph number 6. Almost it is the same situation, but see the path, what is happening. Now the body starts at time t is equal to 0, but it is moving in the negative direction. So when the body is moving in the negative direction, the velocity will always be negative. That's why the graph is downward. Displacement is also negative from this fixed point. Now at time t1 it comes to rest, and after some time it takes turn. This is time t2. So it takes turn and it is coming towards the fixed point. But now it is moving towards right. So velocity is positive, here velocity is negative. Therefore, see the velocity time graph, because it was moving towards left, velocity is negative whenever it will move towards left. So the graph is down. The gradient of this graph will be negative also. So the velocity is, this is negative. So at time t1 it comes to rest and takes rest for some time. No further displacement is covered, velocity is 0. So it takes turn and then moves with some velocity, which is shown by this height. This height shows the velocity after the turning back. This graph is straight because velocity time graph is straight when acceleration is 0, because the gradient of velocity time graph is acceleration. So in both these two cases the acceleration is 0. But you will see the past paper questions that in past paper questions we will discuss such type of situations as well. Now we will discuss only two important velocity time graphs which you will see in the past papers. So we are trying to cover all the situations you need in the past paper questions. Now see, very important situation. We have velocity time graph. Now at time t is equal to 0, it has some velocity, which means that the particle is already moving with some velocity. Now actual path is this, that from time 0 to t1 graph is above time axis, which means that velocity is positive, which means that actually the particle is moving towards right up to time t1. So it is moving with decreasing velocity. So up to time t1 the gradient is negative. So it means that it is slowing down. It is slowing down up to time, say, t1. Then what happens at time t1? The velocity becomes 0. Here v is now 0. Then what happens? Graph goes down but straight. It means that it takes turn, because velocity becomes negative after time t1. Graph goes down means velocity is negative after time t1. So it takes turn and comes back to this point. Now what happens between times t1 and t2? Between these two times it is moving with the same rate, but in the opposite direction. So the gradient of this line is negative. Remains constant means remains same. So after time, say this is the time t2 corresponding to this point, what does this corner show? What is happening over here? It means that it is moving to the left, but at time t2 its rate of change of velocity is now decreasing. Here the velocity was increasing, but velocity is negative because it is moving in the opposite direction, the leftward direction. We are taking velocity positive in the right direction and we are taking velocity negative in the left direction. So that's why the graph is going down. So up to t2 time the velocity is negative, but after t2 the velocity is again negative, but after time t2 here it is now slowing down. Here it was speeding up. or increasing speed. Here it is moving with increasing speed between T1 and T2. The speed is increasing, but it is negative because it is moving in the left direction. So at time t is equal to 3, the velocity becomes here 0 and the body comes to rest. So see that now you will face the situations in which velocity will be negative and the graph goes down. This is the last graph. The graph shows that from time 0 to t1 the velocity is increasing, but it is negative because it is moving in the negative direction. So we are studying motion in a straight line, but on a straight line there are two possible directions. It's our choice to take which direction, positive or negative, but usually we take right side positive, left negative. So the particle is moving in the negative direction up to time t1. It is speeding up, it is accelerating and positive, it has positive acceleration. But at time t1 now it slows down. From T1 to T2 it slows down and comes to rest at T2. But after time T2 the gradient is same for this straight line. But what happens? Here velocity is 0. And after time T2 the graph goes upward. It means velocity is positive. We have positive velocity, so it means that it takes turn from this to this point and moves again towards the right. When the particle is moving towards right, whether it is on the right hand side or left hand side of some fixed starting position, the velocity will be positive. So it is moving with positive velocity towards right till time t3. Okay, please you learn these things and revise these things before the next video, in which you will see the application of all these ideas in the past paper questions. Thank you.